Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Funky Hellboy and you're watching Skullgirls Online Battles Episode 11. Hey guys, what's going on? And in this video we're talking about losing streaks in fighting games and how they compare to other games when you have a losing streak. Now, losing streaks for people who always win and don't know what they are just when you lose, and then lose, and then lose, and lose, and lose, and lose, and lose, and lose, again and again and again. How they differ from fighting games from other types of games like racing or shooting games it's a little weird because it actually depends on a lot of factors. Like for how I feel when I lose, when I get on a losing streak in a fighting game compared to other games. If everything is perfect, all the factors are perfect, there is no lag, I feel like I haven't been cheated, there is no lag at all. You don't feel cheated out of a game because you know that you would have done better if there wasn't lag or anything like that. If there's no lag or something like that, and you lose, you usually don't feel too bad that you lost in a fighting game if everything is just evened out for you in terms of online play or even offline play. You don't feel too bad that you lost because you know that it was fair that you lost. It was a fair reason why you lost. Other games, sometimes you feel a little bit bad. Like if I was playing Halo and I just lost because, my whole team wasn't doing well, or if I was doing free-for-all and somebody, just kept killing this one guy who was being AFK and he always knew where that guy spawned, I would feel really mad because if, everybody kind of had the same opportunity and the same, chance of winning like you do in a fighting game, you wouldn't feel too bad about losing when it has a perfect lag or a perfect game. You don't feel too bad about losing compared to other games. Now, when you start losing because of things like lag or input delays or something like that, or, the other person on the other side's trying to, has a lag switch, or they're not running their computer at an optimal situation where the frames are like below 60 where it would actually lag for you and not the other person. That's when things start getting a little bit frustrating. If you know, when you can actually feel the lag and you can actually see the lag, something sparks in your brain knowing that, wow, I lost because of this. I could have won because, there was too much lag. I could have won if there wasn't any. If I versed that person offline, I probably would have won. I bet you anything, most people who played a fighting game online has felt that before. And it doesn't even matter if you're on a losing streak or anything like that. It only matters if, in that one game, most people will think, oh wow, if I just did this one thing right, if there wasn't lag, I might have done it right. All these factors come together. And, it's very frustrating when something like that happens. When you know that you could have won, but, something that was out of your control got in the way. Something that you couldn't control, and that's really what fighting games is about. Just control. Controlling the other player, controlling their options, controlling the screen. That's really what it's about. But when that control is taken away from you, it's really bad. That's why games like Marvel 3 is really, you have to like it. You either like it or you love it, or you hate it. Because if you're playing it and you kind of like it, you're probably gonna hate it because most of the time, that game is all about taking away control. That's why there's so much just rage if you do it a lot against a person or they do it to you.
It's showtime!
But in this game, there's a fair amount of control that you have. Even when you're being comboed in, you know, there's a fair amount of control. You still have a chance. You know, things are pretty even in this game. So the control rage factor doesn't really come in unless if it's a lag problem or something related to that. But definitely losing that control over the game is something of a rage factor. Now, there are some times when you lose and you're actually kind of happy. Now, that's a little bit strange to some people to know that, but there's some instances where I'm a little bit happy that I lost. Like, if I'm going against a really good player, like in this match right here, this match was not laggy, everything was fine, running at 60 frames per second on both sides, I'm guessing. This was a really good match. You know, people might, like, get a little bit angry about this peacock zone, but I was actually really happy. Because this was a pretty even match for me. I really liked this match. But, you know, that's when I kind of almost like losing. I mean, you still don't like losing, but you're actually pretty okay with it. You know, because you had a really fun match, and, you know, you don't feel cheated out of a win. That's one thing that really gets to you if you're playing online. A lot of times you'll feel like you were cheated out of a win because of lag or others. You know, others being, you know, other problems that the game might have at the time. But feeling like you're being cheated out of the game is really worse feeling, and that's really what the basis of rage in fighting games online is. You feel cheated about something. Now, even new players, like people who you go against, like you know, you go in a lobby and there's this one guy who you're just playing normally and he just starts raging hard. You know, don't really blame him. You should still feel good for yourself that you're kind of, you know, you're at a point that you're actually doing so well that he has to vocalize his disappointment in himself. But, just to understand that person, he feels cheated about, what happened in the match. But, that's really what losing in a fighting game is really all about. Just control and loss of control. Tomorrow. See you guys later. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, liking, or commenting on the video. If you have suggestions for future videos or topics for me to discuss, remember I'm always reading your comments.